In part 2 of making poi balls, I am going to show you how you are going to make the actual ball and how you connect it to the rope. So what you're going to need to get started is the rope that we braided in the previous video, some small rubber bands. You're going to need some pennies for weights. I use 4 of them. The weight of your poi ball is really a point of preference. However you make them though, you're going to want to make sure that both sides are the same, and also that from pair to pair you're weighing them at about the same. For children, it can often really throw them off if they go from a heavy pair to a light pair or a light pair to a heavy pair. You're going to need another small zip tie, and depending on if you are planning on putting cloth on this, you might need a bigger zip tie as well. You'll need a garbage bag to cover it and a pair of scissors. You're going to need some fluff. Personally, I use flattened pillows. So after you use your pillows and they become flat, I just put them in the washer. And even though they are not really functional pillows anymore, the compressed fluff really does work well for making poi balls. For this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to do the basic white trash bag covering. What we're going to do to get started is we're going to take our 4 pennies, and I'm just going to rubber band them all together. This is going to be your weight pack. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your fluff. Your end poi ball should be about the size of an adult's fist. So that's really what you want the size of your pack to be. Now you are going to be able to condense it a bit when you wrap it in the trash bag and you pull it tight, but for the most part you really do want to get it around the same size. The easiest way to go about this is to do both ropes and then do both balls at the same time. So that way you're going to be able to compare the size of your bundles before they're covered. And that'll help you get a more uniform pair of poi balls. So here's the square of batting that I have made. So all you're going to do is you're going to take that weight pack and you're going to put it inside of the bundle. Then just roll it up. Now it's okay if it's not round. The actual shape and roundness you're going to be able to do with the trash bag. So I went ahead and I put 1 rubber band around it just to keep it shut until we can get ties around it. So now is the time that you are going to attach your rope. And this is where all this excess comes in handy. So my knot is at 18 inches. If you had a rubber band further up, that's okay, and I will show you how to deal with that. So what you're going to do is you're going to split your tassels all up and put this pack in the middle. Then from there you're just going to take your strings and tie them together. Now the reason why I do this is because when you're twirling your poi balls, if your actual rope isn't directly connected to this puff ball and is just connected through the garbage bag around the rope, then that's where all like the pressure of the poi ball is, and you're more likely to lose the ball part of your poi balls. So now we have our puff ball connected to our rope. If you have a mark further up, you decided to braid further and leave excess, what you would do is you would wrap it to the point of wherever it was and then secure that to the bundle, and that would be your new top. Next part, you're going to take a trash bag. This is a normal kitchen size trash bag, and you are going to fold it and then just wrap it over the top. Okay, so don't worry too much about the shape at this moment. So poi ball, wrap. You're going to take your little zip tie and fasten it around this. So after that point, you are going to go in and pull the top part of your poi ball until you get the desired shape on the bottom. So how this is kind of not round, you're just going to go in and you're going to pull the top and find the spot that isn't round and get rid of that bump. There we go. That is pretty round. So at this point, you're going to go in and you're just going to make your zip tie as tight as you can get it. Alright, perfect. Now, you will go in and you're going to take your scissors and you're going to trim the trash bag. Now, I personally leave probably about maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch of trash bag. Here we go. It's not totally straight, but go in and keep trimming it until it's as even as you are satisfied with. Alright, so if you could see right here, there is a little bit of red. Now this red, you can remove it before you wrap it. I don't think it's necessary. It'll just pull right out. It's in a little casing, so you just have to find where the casing is open or give it a little bit of a slit and it will come right out. At this point, I'm just going to, so I just went ahead and I trimmed this zip tie. Just get it as close as you can. Give it a feel. If it's not sharp, then just don't worry about it. I also have the zip tie up here left, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim that one as well. And give it a little feel. These little ones don't actually get too sharp. These bigger ones will leave a sharper edge. And I will trim my tassels. There you go. And that is it. At this point, I would consider this a completed poi ball. You would just have to do this 2 times to get a pair. So you can absolutely leave this just like this and do 2 of them and it would be a completed functional pair of poi balls. Something that has gotten popular in the recent years, especially when it comes to practice poi balls, is having them fabric covered. Now this lets the kids have some individuality in it. I also find that it makes them a little bit more durable than just the trash bags. All you do for the fabric is you'll take a square of fabric and you're going to do just exactly the same as you did with the trash bag and secure it with a zip tie. This is where I was mentioning that you would need a bigger zip tie because you're also going over the first zip tie and all of that trash bag. It is a little bit of a larger area that you need to go around here. Do the same thing at that point, just pull it until it's snug, secure the zip tie and trim the ends to be flat. Also add that when you do it like this, you do not have to be as concerned that you get so many layers of trash bag to hide the yarn because you're going to have fabric over it that isn't going to be as translucent as the trash bag is. I hope these videos have helped you to learn how to make your own poi balls.